Girl, baby boo, get up. Get up. I'm waiting on you. You may feel stuck. I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like, and it don't feel good. And I had someone recently tell me, I was actually sharing the story about being stuck, and I know what I'm supposed to do. I know what purpose that God want me to do. I know why I've been through the betrayal. I know why I went through the financial abuse. I know why I went through the narcissistic abuse. And let me stop myself right there. I'm going to say narcissistic for a little while, but I don't care for that word. I'm going to call it what it is, okay? And I'll give you one right now. Wolves with sheep clothes on. I'll give you another one. False teachers. I'll give you another one. False prophets. It goes on. It goes on. And we'll talk about that. But I was talking about, you know, going through all of that and how you lose your identity and how you just feel smothered, buried, can't get up. And I was just going through all the different phases that I went through in these past, I'll say since 22, okay? But it actually was longer than that. But the process actually started in 22. And before that, it's just that numb feeling, just to kind of give you an idea. So in that stuck feeling of movement and ready to be alive again, ready to be alive again, ready to live again, ready to live life and enjoy the joy, the peace, the abundance, the prosperity, the favor. Everything that God promised us is real. It's real. But you have to realize at some point that it does belong to you. It is yours. And I had to realize that. And it was something that was said to me. Because I was just saying how, even though I realized that I feel like I was buried alive. But even in a stuck feeling, you feel like you're in a place that you got to like pull yourself out the dirt. And I was told, you were planted. You were planted. You wasn't buried. You were planted. And buried and planted sounds a hell of a lot of difference. And when I was told that I was planted and not buried, that was an eye opener for me. It gave me life. It was really like, honestly, what the Bible teaches us, that God plants you. He waters you. He have rivers that flows for you. So even when you're being planted just like a flower, and you are a flower, you are a beautiful flower. Beautiful flower that was just planted. You had to be planted in the ground. That old person had to be planted in the ground. And it had to take root. Okay? You were basically a new seed, a seed that was planted in the ground, okay? And it had to go through the process. It's a process. It takes patience. It's something I had to learn. Patience. Lord, I had to learn patience. Sometimes you have people in your life that come in your life too, that even though you're doing your best to move, People don't understand. If God say don't move, he means it. I don't care what you try. I tried applying for, at this point, over 1,200 jobs. I had an interview again yesterday. But I know what God called me to do. Now, whether I could do both, it's fine. I want to do what he wants me to do. But I've had even close people in my life that I never thought would turn against me or wouldn't be there for me. And it hurts because when you're not that person, it's hard to see. It's hard to understand. Because I was always that person that if they needed anything and I can help, I'm going to stand by your side. I'm going to stand by your side. Now, it doesn't always have to be financially. It could be prayer. It can be just to hear your voice. It can just be to pray with you. It's to help you come over and clean up. It's to help you come over and encourage you. It's to help you, let's look at some jobs together. Let's look at your resume together. Let's go take a walk. Let's just sit down and talk. All of those things matter, and I can go on and on and on. But even in that, I even understood, and I hope you understand, why God removes people. And in my case, when I say pretty much everybody, well, I would say everybody that was in my immediate life at that time, gone. But even in what I just said, God told me that I thought I was God, and I never thought I was God. Basically, I was playing God. I never thought I was playing God. And you can mix up the aspect of, I think on a spiritual sense, blessing people. You're not supposed to bless everybody. Talk to God first before you bless people. That's a message. Because you could be blessing the wrong people. And you realize later, they were only there for what you had. Only there for what you had. And when that's gone and dried up, God would dry it up on purpose. I'm telling you, He would dry it up on purpose. I can tell you that one too. So even with me being a financial and credit advisor, that's why it all ties in together. Because I got to help some people out of their financial bondage, the abuse that they went through, and possibly still having trouble getting out of. Like, for me to go from basically a six-figure woman to zero and not give a damn, I get it. I get it. Because if I still had everything in place, I couldn't die to the old person. I couldn't understand why or what was wrong in that person. Not to be again, not to do the same things again. And not to be born again as the same person. Mm-mm. Not only do you die to the old person, the things in your life will die. It will die. And I have struggled with the fact of trying to figure out, okay, Lord, do I still do my business? Well, what do I do? Even though it came clear immediately what I was supposed to do. I started, and then I allowed the enemy, the fear, the anxiety, all of that to sink in. Fear. And he had me reframing things for a long time. But at the core of it, fear brings in anxiety. Fear brings in depression. Fear brings in the thoughts, the overthinking, Fear bring in the people pleasing. You have to get down to the core of what are you fearing. You have to get to the core. Because if you get to the core, anxiety, depression, all of those things, people pleasing. Now, I might have some fight back on this one. And that's fine. That's fine. I got it. I got the message. And I could prove it to you. That's up to you to take it and believe it and use it. I leave that to you. I'm just the messenger. And I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. So long as you have people in your life telling you about yourself. And trying to make you stay in their good grace for their purpose. Not your purpose, their purpose. Or making you do things for your purpose. For their purpose and not your purpose. But it make you think that you're doing it for your purpose. No, you're doing it for a purpose. But is it for you? Does it benefit you? Does it make you feel good at the end of the day? It may make you feel good in that moment to, do something because it makes somebody else happy. But did it make you happy? And will that person turn around and do the same thing for you? There's a lot of thoughts in it. Just kind of giving you a little bit of a lot of things that we'll talk about. I don't want to just ramble, but I do want to just give you some pointers and some things that we'll talk about. But ultimately in this message, you were just planted. Now it's time for you to sprout. God done watered you. It's time for you to sprout. I know you may think this is not right. I don't know, Lord. Like, is this really what I'm supposed to do? That's what I've been feeling. But guess what I'm going to do? Rock with this until he tell me something else. But this is the one that he would not let it go away. Even has broken it down to the fact of how it all goes together. So, stay tuned. But you was only planted. It's time for you to sprout. God has watered you. He's watering you right now. You're being watered right now. You took root. You're strong enough. You are a beautiful flower. It's spring. Everything beautiful. Everything happens in the spring. It's a new beginning. It's a new you. Be powerful. Be fearfully and wonderfully made. And say, yeah, I have fear. But I'm walking in favor, empowerment, abundance, and restoration. Now what? Now what? Because the world wants you to be in fear and stuck. Who doing that? So stick with me for this movement. And we're going to do this together. I'm moving now. From fear to I have fear. I'm moving from that worldly fear to I have fear. Again, favor, empowerment, abundance, restoration. Walk in your newness and be glad. Be glad in it. Be glad in it. I love y'all, and I will see y'all soon.